What's up, y'all? What's up? I know it's been a minute. I haven't made a video. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, woo doo woo doo woo. So, y'all, I have a new puppy right here. She's in her playpen. She's nice and quiet. Her name is Oshun. We call her O or Little O. The reason why I named her Oshun is because that is the African goddess of love. I do like Oshun. And my dog was born on Veterans Day, which is 11/11/2021. Yes, she is 6 weeks old. I had to end up purchasing a lot of things. I watched a lot of videos. Sorry, y'all, I had to put some more hand sanitizer on. I keep a lot of hand sanitizer on, especially with me having a dog and allergies. I also have a cat as well. She mainly roams in the living room or goes in the hallway to use the bathroom. Other than that, you know, they've crossed paths. I haven't had no issues, thank God. So, you know, everything has been pretty smooth. She just went to sleep, so I'm gonna try to be quiet. I got her dish leash from the dollar store. It was only for $5. I already had these for my cat. They're little nail clippers. It is important to make sure that you clip your dog's nails. If y'all don't do nothing else, clip your dog's nails. I got her collar for only $2. I made homemade toys with a sock, a water bottle, some rice and peanuts. Also as well, I got some of these because her breath was stinking so bad. Her breath smelled so bad when I first got her. Like, she was clean, she smelled clean, but her breath was horrible. So I got her some of these. These are dentist sticks. I got them for only $5.45 at Dollar General. Dollar General, you can find a lot of good items in there for your dog. You just gotta look for them. She's also on Puppy Chow. What is it? Puppy Chow Complete, which is like the big bag. When she gets a little bit older, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch her over to Bully Max, which is gonna make my dog really buff, really big, really muscular. But for right now, I can use a cheaper brand of dog food, and the only thing you have to do is buy the Bully Max liquid, and then you apply it on top of the Puppy Chow. The Puppy Chow Complete, and she'll still grow muscles. So I have her little room. She has a little room in here I blocked off and made this her area. She has puppy pads now. She has a food bowl that I got for Walmart for only $2. It's a silver food bowl because that's stainless steel. It will not have stains. It will not have nasty residue from it, you know. And then I got, excuse me, then I got her a water bowl. I also keep trash bags in her room, air freshener. I burn incense. And then I also use this as well. A lot of hand sanitizer. I keep a lot of hand sanitizer on in case she misses a puppy pad and she has to go to another area and makes a mistake. But she always stays in this room. Y'all, when you first get dogs, if you do not know anything about dogs, you have to keep them on a tight ass schedule. And what I mean about a tight ass schedule is you can't switch it up. I was just talking to a friend of mine who has her brother, and she's the one who got me this dog. And she was like, how are you getting your puppy to use the pee pads? I said, well, first, when I first brought her home, I have her in a playpen. And in the playpen, I have it completely safe. It's completely blocked off. Like, there's no way she can get out of the playpen. Now, when she's in this room, she did make a mistake and got out twice. But see, her scent was nowhere in my house. The furthest she went was in the kitchen. And then she went to my room and she sat on top of my pants and she went to sleep. And she stayed asleep. She didn't use the bathroom anywhere on the floor throughout my house because if I let her roam the house, she has to be on a leash. And I have to either hold the leash or she has to be in a vicinity where I'm watching her and where I have time to watch her. But yeah, getting her to use the puppy pads. The main thing I did was, I placed the pads all over the floor in the middle of the floor. I made a little circle in the middle of the floor, right? I placed her down there. I waited. And I have to sit in there and watch her use the bathroom because sometimes she will not use the bathroom. So, I basically waited. And then she finally used it. Y'all can check out my Snapchat, Kittykins 94. Y'all can see the recent videos. I have a lot of them up there of her using the bathroom on the potty pads. She has had mistakes because when I bleached the room last night, she didn't like the smell, so she was using every spot but the puppy pad. I think because the smell was overbearing. Plus she sneezed too. So I was like, ooh, maybe I won't do that again. I won't clean up while she's in there. I'll just have to put her back in her playpen. Other than that, she did well. She may have had 2 or 3 mistakes, but other than that, her progress has been fantastic. I got the kids a dog for Christmas for a couple of different reasons, which y'all will be soon able to see, trust me. But yeah, I'm gonna get her trained professionally. We're gonna be working out professionally. Like, I already seen a couple of people who know what to do, how to do. You got to find the right people, just like the right vet. 9 times out of 10, I'm probably going to take her to Bedingfield Hospital after I do the basic shots. Or either Tractor Supply. Now y'all can go there and y'all can get your dog's stuff for cheap. It don't cost much. But yeah, I'm going to give her her first 3 shots. After I give her her first 3 shots, then I'm going to just take her to the vet for the rest of them. Because you got to get papers. You want to get papers on your animal. Especially a pit bull, because the pit bulls are not... They're the most hated breed in the world. And if something happens, you need to make sure you have record of that dog. Every pit bull I ever had, I always kept records of that dog. Because you never know with that dog. And you can always run into issues with that breed, okay? So always try to get papers on your dog. Don't do the hood shit. You know, they give their dog, what is it? WD-40, kerosene oil, raw food to try to make the dog mean and all that. No, you can make your dog a protection dog without having to do all that crazy mess. I know how to, because that's how a couple of dogs I had, they were, ooh, they did not play. That's why I told my sister, I told every closest member to my family, I said, look, y'all gonna have to start coming over, you know, spend a little 1-2 time, and then leaving. Because I'm training her to protect. And then I'm gonna take her to a professional trainer as well. So you're gonna need to be around her for her not to be, you know, thinking you're the enemy. But if you take them to a trainer and they do the proper things, you ain't gonna have to worry about that no way, because you'll have complete and utter control over your dog. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm ready for her to turn 8 weeks so that I can give her other shot. Also, I'm ready for her to turn 9 weeks so that she can get her 3rd shot, and then we can go to the vet. Then she's ready to go to the vet, and she'll be ready to kind of go outside. But I always want to make sure she has the first 3 shots. She's 9 weeks before she goes outside. And then I also want to make sure that she has a rabies shot and what's that other shot that the dog's got to get? And I want to make sure she's microchipped in case she run off. I did that with my cat as well. My cat was 3 years old, but I did that with my cat as well. Like, I made sure my cat had my cat got records. My cat got a microchip. She was rabies, vaccinated, all that. Because you just never know. People, that's why don't nobody try to steal my cat. Don't nobody try to mess with my cat, because my cat is microchipped. She has it on her collar. She also has the other thing, the rabies thing, and the home thing up there as well. So if you take my cat legally, by law in the state of North Carolina, and I find her, or they pull her up on the tracker thing in the pet store, you going down, you doing some jail time. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's important, in case you run into issues, because I don't never have no issues with her because she's tagged out. When they tagged out like that, a lot of people, she run the neighborhood. A lot of people ain't gonna mess with your animal because they know, okay, this is a certified animal. If we do something to her, it's gonna be problems, because it's tracked with that microchip thing and paperwork and all that. That's why it's important. You have animals, make sure you got the funds to do it the right way. A lot of people do it the wrong way, and then they wonder why they end up in so much shit, or the animals dying on them, or, you know, I done heard some crazy ass story. I've been watching video after video after video about these people and these badass animals they be having. And you see the common mistakes that they make. They either first get the dog, they let the dog run throughout the house, pissing shit everywhere. The dog either be in a designated area, break free, and then it's running everywhere, which that does happen. But you have to control it. You have to cut that shit out. Get you some spray, some of that pet spray. I got that in my closet just in case she might come out here and want to take a dump. But 9 times out of 10, because she's so young, I'm controlling her space. I'm not letting her get out of control enough to even do all of that. But yeah, it's important. Make sure you get your paperwork on your animals. I have a lot of experience with training. I have a lot of patience with training. And I have a lot of motivation. You have to have those 3 things. Patience, motivation, and you have to have knowledge. You really do. You have to have knowledge. Because if you don't know your breed, you don't know maintenance, you don't have the patience, you don't have the time, it's going to be a disaster. It's going to be another animal living in your house that's going to be a child that's going to become a problem. So as soon as I get the rest of everything squared away with her, it's going to be pretty good. Because I'm really good with animals, and I really have a lot of patience with the animals. So I already know. I'm happy. I'm excited. My kids were very excited to get a pet for Christmas. You should have seen the look on their face. They was like, oh my gosh, we're getting a puppy. I was like, yes. I'm training my son a lot with leash walking, not being afraid. If she jumps on him, tell him what to do. My daughter, she's still young, so it's a bit of a challenge. But we getting there. We getting there. You have to be patient with your kids. Just like the same thing I had to do with the cat. Because my daughter was so rough with my cat. I had to train her too. I was like, look, you have to do this. This is different. And we had to do a lot of practicing. It was weeks and weeks and weeks of practicing. So don't give up. You just have to be patient, persistent, and you have to have knowledge. Do your research. They have a lot of apps out here. I spoke to a lot of people and got a lot of advice, especially with trying to get my dog into the shape that I want her to be in. And I'm also get her ears cut too. I don't know about her tail yet, but I'm thinking about it. I got to check and see with the vet whether that's going to fuck up her balance or not. But yeah, I plan on getting her tail and her ears clipped, microchipped, the whole 9 yards. But she's definitely going to training camp. Just like my other dog did. She's going to training camp because I'm going to tell you, if you don't have the time, you busy, you dealing with life, that training camp, even though it might cost a lot of money, honey, the boot camps and the training camps, they pay off. I'm trying to tell you because they just be different animals. That's how I can describe it. You just going to be dealing with a different animal rather than an untrained animal. And then the exposure to them being in other places with other animals. That's very important too. Y'all have to realize that your dog needs exposure to from 8 weeks to 4 months. Your dog needs to run into 100 people and 100 different dogs. For real. That's why you, after the 8-week mark, you got all those shots. Start taking your dog out and making sure your dog is social. Now, I'm not talking about touching and doing all that, because when you're trying to train your dog to be protective, you don't want to have too much, you know what I'm saying? But enough to the point to where it knows how to act. Do that, you'll see. You'll see. But yeah, let me go back in here because she's asleep and I got to get some stuff done. So, bye.